a good omen.
Welcome to Thursday Night with Yoots. Hopefully we're all up and running. Come on, say hello. Say hello to the folks. Hello, my name is Ayla. I got my vest on.
She's ready.
She had a bunch of vests, and then we finally got this orange one, and she stopped destroying them. But she was able to break all the other ones. So here we are, Thursday Night with Yoots. My name's Cal. This is Ida.
Hi.
Don't get us mixed up. And probably won't.
No, I don't think so.
And if you're just coming, like and subscribe. But more than that, even comment. Because the show's all about the comments and playing along. We're going to play a game today, trivia game. Because what's coming up, Ida?
My favorite day of the year.
Is it really?
It is. It's
What?
daylight saving time. We spring forward. I just love it when, right now it gets dark about 5 o'clock at night. So it's horrible. You start feeling it coming. And so I'm ready for summer when at 9 o'clock it's still bright sunshine outside. And
But if you
enjoy
spring
it.
forward, you lose an hour.
Well, that's okay.
Oh.
It's worth it. It's
This
worth
is
it for
this is
sunshine.
the worst day of the year. How can you say it's the best day of the
You
year?
need that sleep, huh?
Did
I
give
don't
you
know.
the second piece already?
Yeah, I think you
Here
must
you go.
have.
Have this.
Give her something that lasts longer.
So we're gonna do some time and date trivia. A little bit of fun on. So like for instance, if the question was, when do we change our clock? What time of day do we change our clocks? You'd
I know.
say
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
Then you'd be right. Okay. So that's
I got one right. Does that mean I win something?
no. Yeah.
Oh.
Nobody wins anything except for the pride of
I
participation.
think we should really give out prizes.
Do you?
We've been doing this for a while, and we've been fighting about that.
But while we're at it, make sure you do set your clocks ahead 1 hour this Sunday, this
Yes.
Sunday morning. Get up at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Go
No,
back
you
early.
can do it ahead of time.
That's right. Or you can do it when you wake up either way. Or your cell phone just does it automatically. Lots of things, lots of like computers and stuff do it automatically now.
Yeah. That's confusing for me.
Because you don't know what
Because
time
I want to get up and change the time, but I don't know if it's already been changed. So how do you check to see if it's already been changed? So what time is it really? Show up for church at the wrong time. You missed church, whatever. Anyway, that's my problem. And that's the biggest problem I have. I'm doing all right.
So I had a practice question lined up for us, but I've apparently set it aside. So we'll just do it. We'll just do it face to face, without a slide. I don't have a slide for it. All right, but here's my question for you. See if you know this.
Okay.
When is Easter normally celebrated? When is Easter going to be celebrated? That's my question.
Okay.
Is Easter going to be celebrated 1 month from today?
What's the date today? Okay. March 5th.
Is it going to be celebrated 2 weeks from today?
Okay.
Which is March 19th.
Okay.
No, March 17th.
5 and 12.
March 17th or April 5th, right, was the first one. Or is it going to be celebrated on the first Sunday after the first full moon that occurs on or after the spring equinox?
Oh, my word. Well, I have a guess because I know you.
That's my first trivia question.
Okay.
So that's not a real question. That's just a warm up.
Okay.
That 2
is a
a.m. thing,
warm-up
that's too easy, right?
question. Oh, please.
And the
Do I get
answer,
to guess?
of course, is
Knowing you,
yeah.
I think it's the first Sunday after the equinox of the...
It's Easter is
Chickenpox,
normally
I don't-
celebrated on the first Sunday after the first full moon
after the...
that occurs on or after the spring equinox.
And I like Linda's answer better. She says April 12th.
That's right.
It's just easier to say it that way, Linda. You're right.
Be April 12th. But I like my way's a lot more haughty.
Yeah.
So you can tell people now. You can tell people that.
We know.
All right, let's move to the real quiz. There's 9 questions. Going to see how you do. Let's come up with some way that we can play the game in the future, and there can be a prize.
Okay.
You
heard it here, folks.
What
We're
I would
gonna
want
be
to do
doing a
actually is instead of having a prize, let's have a penalty. Like the turkey hat, or we could do that today. But
no turkey hat for Easter.
But
or daylight saving time.
All right, but I do.
Okay.
I think we're going to come up with some way to. But so you all are going to play with Ida,
Yes.
Because I hasn't seen the questions or the answers.
Al's guessing already.
Although she cheats.
I do not cheat.
And another thing, you're not allowed to look up the answers on the internet while questions are up there.
Okay.
So
I don't cheat.
So here's the question.
Okay.
The science of timekeeping. The science of timekeeping.
Right.
Is it called chronology, horology, or momentology? Or D, how would I know I'm always late?
Well, you should be answering 1D. Okay. I think Al is saying 1A.
1A chronology. And what would you say?
I would say, I love to say B, but it's not B, it's 1A. I think it's chronology.
I've started to take into account your B method when I formulate questions. So I definitely think about your
it's
your
not you won't ever
B
make
as
a
a
B
default.
B.
Well, I didn't say that. Maybe I'll make it B always.
Okay. Chronology. We think it's 1A, me and Al.
Okay.
Don't have any other votes,
So let's move on with it. The answer is
Easter?
whoops.
There's your Easter thing.
I knew it was supposed to be in there.
You just put it in the
I
wrong
put it in the wrong
place.
place. Okay, let's move on. See if we get
we
to
still
chronology.
have-
There it is.
It's horology?
Horology, horoscope.
I did not know
Actually,
this.
it's a little
Al,
bit.
we got it wrong.
It's a little bit tricky. There is such a thing as chronology.
Yeah, but that's like putting things in order.
Yeah, right. Horology is the science of timekeeping. So a person, for instance, who manufactures clocks or makes watches would be called a horologist.
Who knew this? I mean, who knew that when you watched Uniquely the Same Thursday Night with Yoots, it would be educational as well as fun?
Well, we do research around the clock.
Well, we do.
We've been researching this time thing since last year when the time changed. So, or was that this morning?
I was going to say, I think it's this morning, but okay.
All right, let's keep moving.
Okay.
You guys, you didn't do very well now, and I expected you to miss it, but the rest of them are a lot easier.
They better be.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Which one is shorter, a nanosecond or a picosecond? Which one is shorter, a nanosecond or a picosecond? Is it A, nanosecond, 2A, because we put the question with it so that we can tell which one your answer applies to, or 2B, a picosecond, or 2C, the amount of time it takes between walking out of a room and your mother yelling at you that the light is still on.
I like that one. Turn out the light behind you.
Might be the smallest. I think C could be the answer.
Because before your foot is even out of that ring, your mom is telling you. At least my mom used to. Al is saying B, picosecond.
I don't know that. Do you know those nano and pico?
Well,
Al's a scientist, but he missed chronology.
Right. That's true. He's saying 2B.
Never would expect Al to miss one, particularly on time.
Really? Well, Kathy's saying A, nanosecond.
See, it's one of those two.
We're narrowing it down. I kind of think I'm going to say picosecond, like piccato. Like, okay.
Piccato.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the answer is. The answer is indeed picosecond.
It is.
Because a nanosecond, while it is a billionth of a second, a picosecond is a trillionth.
I really had no idea about
That's
how
not very
long.
long.
No. It's not very long at all. But Mary Lou said B. She got it right.
Yeah, picosecond. I don't know that pico thing. You'd think it would be trilliosecond or something.
Well, there's some reason it's called pico. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's good. Listen, we've got a smart
So it's
crowd
actually
out there
1,000. It's 1,000th. There are 1,000 picoseconds
in a nanosecond.
So it's much smaller. It's not just a little bit smaller. I mean, think about that.
Okay. Well, those who guessed B got it right.
All right, here we go. Is a New York minute
Uh-oh.
actually a scientific measure of time, or is it a saying?
I'll be there in a New York minute.
That's right. So the question is
it scientific?
So the answers are A, it is a scientific measure.
Okay.
B, it is not a scientific measure. Or C, it is neither. It is the title of a Frank Sinatra song. A New York
State
minute.
of mind. Isn't Frank Sinatra a New York.
If I told you the answer, you would know whether it's the answer or not.
Well, I'm going to say, Joel says, why is this even a thing? But Al is on it. So he's saying 3B.
He's saying that it is not a scientific measure.
Yeah. And Mary Lou is saying it's not a
No, I
scientific
think
measure.
no, a New York minute. If you just heard somebody say, "I'm going to do that in a New York minute," what would you think? That
I would
meant?
think it's not. I would think as quick as I can.
Yeah, really fast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That'd be different than like a Midwestern minute. When I have to tell you, so I went to Colorado on a ski trip, and I was ill, and I went to this store. We'd flown across the country, rented a car, drove into the store, went up into the mountains. It was a ski trip, so I can't remember exactly where it was, but like Aspen, or it wasn't. It was one of the more back roads ones. It was the place where all the people in Colorado, like the locals, go. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Winter Garden or no. Anyway, we went there, and I go into this store, and I was sick, like I was getting sick. So I said, I went up to the gal at the front desk, and I said, hey, could I get some aspirin? I'm not feeling well, maybe Tylenol as well, because I'm not sure which I need. And she looked at me, and she said, you're from the East, aren't you?
Because you're talking really fast.
And I was like, why would you say I'm from the East? Anyway, she knows what a New York state of mind. It's the opposite of a Colorado state of mind.
It might even
That's
be
my point.
Opposite of a Louisiana state
Yep.
of mind.
She really did. She instructed me. She said, you're in Colorado now.
You have to speak a little slower.
Slow it down.
There you go.
Slow it
Relax.
down. That was the beginning of my vacation. That was good advice.
It was good advice.
That was true. That's why you go there. I think.
Everyone is saying 3B.
That it is not actually a scientific measure.
Right.
Won't you be? Are you going with the crowd?
I want to go with B. That it's not a scientific measure. B. Final answer.
No, of course it's not a scientific.
Okay.
Of course
I was afraid
not.
you were going to slip a one in there that
No.
I thought I knew the answer to.
No,
Okay, we're
actually,
cooking, guys.
you
we
know,
are good.
that saying was popularized by Johnny Carson
Really?
on the Johnny Carson show, because he would say that a New York minute is the amount. A New York minute's a really short amount of time. It's the amount of time that it takes between the light changing and the person behind you honking their horn. That's called a New York minute.
Is it really?
So that's what.
I miss Johnny Carson. I wish he'd come back.
So he really like brought that. I think Joel even said, "Why are we talking about this?" Or maybe he was talking about something else. But
why is that even a thing?
Yeah. So that's why, because of Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson made it popular. So who knew? Joel didn't. I didn't even set him up. He didn't. He didn't know that I knew the answer to that question. All right, here we go. Next question. Okay. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, what's the most frequently used noun in the English language? Is it 4A, time? Is it 4B, person? Is it 4C, year? Or is it 4D, poop?
You did not just write that and put that as an option. Oh my goodness.
Come on, it's a fun show. Now, you would think the answer is time. Has some sort of time element to it, right? Time or year, right?
Alice saying 4E.
If he says there's another one. Okay, very specific. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, what is the most frequently used noun? Okay.
Well, let's see. Mary Lou is saying person, and her husband John is saying time. So, well, it's not. I can't even say it.
That fourth one, you can just say 4D.
It's not 4D. Although I do have 3 sons, and that was a word that was thrown around frequently
Gets
in our
used a
household.
lot, doesn't it?
Yes.
I'm not sure how they measure this.
Yeah, because somebody has to be hearing it be said. Okay, I'm going to say
go with it quickly.
Year. I'm saying year. 4C, year.
Here we go.
Oh,
Nope.
time.
It is indeed the most used noun is time, and the second most used noun is person, and the third most used noun is year. Crazy?
It is crazy. Look, Maria got it.
And of course, the fourth most, the word poop is the most used word by children under the age of 5.
Because everything's
Everyone
funny.
knows that.
I mean, that is the funniest word that
that's
you
all
can
you
say
need.
as a child.
If you want to tell a joke, it only needs to be 4 letters long.
That's right.
All right. Nicely
my.
done. Nicely done if you said 4A. While it's larger than the USA, the country of China has how many time zones? How many time zones are in the United States? Do you know that one? Because I actually got this wrong.
Eastern, Central, Pacific,
Yeah.
Mountain,
Yeah.
and there's another one.
Yeah.
There's 5 time zones, right?
Nope, there's actually 6.
Oh.
But there's 4 in the continental U.S., and that's what I'm actually talking about is the continental USA.
Okay.
So
Oh.
China's larger than the continental USA. And I always get it mixed up because I call it California. California's 3 hours off, and so I'm thinking, oh, there's 3 time zones.
Ah.
But no, there has to be 4 to be a 3-hour difference. But there's also Alaska and Hawaiian.
That's
Hawaiian's not called Hawaiian, but Alaskan time zone is called the Alaskan time zone.
okay. I'm with you.
So how many are there, do you think, in China?
Well,
Is it
Al is
is it
saying
A,
D.
1?
Somebody
Is
spelled
it
does
B,
weird.
2? Is it C, 3? No, I didn't spell it weird. Or is it D, a dozen?
Zen.
China, Zen.
You did that on purpose?
Yeah, Zen.
You know, it's about as funny as your jokes, Calvin. Okay. Did you do that on purpose, really?
Ah, Zen.
I just thought he misspelled it. Okay, well, we have on to the next thing. Al is saying D. And Kathy's saying B. So I don't know.
Okay.
What is it, Calvin?
What do you think?
I think it's larger than the organized. Well, it's got to be. If we have. Oh, I see. This is a trick question. I feel like this is a trick question. John says D and Mary Lou says C. So I'm going with Mary Lou because I'm going to say C.
You're going to be shocked. But China has only
One?
one time zone.
Seriously?
Just one standard time zone in China. Yep. And what's the country with the most time zones?
Oh.
Ooh, complicated one. The answer is a little tricky. That's why I'm just asking you. The answer is France.
No.
Because France has all these French territories all around the world.
Mm-hmm.
They're territories.
Well,
And
that is a trick question.
And so France has 12 different time zones. A little trivia. See, there's some pretty good trivia here.
Joel actually knew that there was one time zone in China.
Yeah, there you go.
Who knew?
They want everybody on one clock. But that'd be weird because you were talking about like daylight savings time. Well,
Yeah.
forget that. If you're like way over in California, your time's different.
This helps me when I'm playing my video game passion, Clash of Clans. To know what time zone people are in. So if they're from China, I'll know
You'll
what
know.
time
It's all
it is
the
when
same
they're
time
playing.
zone.
They're not really more tired than me.
Pretty
it's
easy.
really whatever
but,
time.
But you don't know where they are in the country, so they might be more tired or less depending on.
This is true. Okay.
6 o'clock in the morning is middle of the night in some places. All right, let's keep going.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Similar question to what we had before. Is a jiffy a scientific measure of time or a saying? A jiffy.
I think I know this one.
A is it is a scientific method. B is it is not a scientific method. And C is choosy mothers choose jiffy.
Can it be more than one answer? Well, I think it. Can I say what I think it is?
Of course you can.
I think it is.
Because then everybody will know what not to guess.
I think it is a scientific measure.
Really? Why do you think that?
Something about the word GIF feels like it.
Do you pronounce it GIF or GIF?
The J word.
Could
with
that
the
be
J-
GIF that you're thinking? The GIF that you're thinking?
It could be, but it's not. Well, let's see. Al says C, which we do know that choosy mothers do choose.
Yeah, of
Jiffy.
course. Of course, that's true.
And
if you don't want to stick your neck out because you don't know whether it's A or
Mary
B,
Lou
you
says
can always
B,
listen.
and Kathy says B. Uh-oh, I'm getting outnumbered. Kathy says B. Joel says B. I think I'm sticking with my original answer. I think it is a scientific measure.
It is indeed a scientific
is.
measure. In fact, it's the time required for light to travel a centimeter, which is 33 picoseconds.
You're not right.
Putting your picoseconds to work.
Did you figure that out on your own?
33.3564 picoseconds. Not
Divided
exactly,
by
though.
pi?
That's rounded.
This is supposed to be an easy, fun game.
So that's 33
mathematical
trillionths
challenge.
of a second. That's not long.
33. A GIF is 33 trillionths of a second.
Yeah. Short.
Ha!
It's scientific, though.
It is. Well, yes, it is.
Yes, we want you all to be smart. We have all sorts of facts.
Okay.
I can't even remember them all. They're going by so fast. All right, here we go. It's number 7. Only 2 left. No, 3 left. 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, and 9. Anyway, India follows.
Is that the joke of the week?
It should
Or
be.
is it over?
Yeah, no joke of the week. That was it.
Rip the Band-Aid off and it's over already.
All right, India. You may not know this, but India follows an
It's a pretty
offset
good chance.
of 5.5 hours from the basic time. From we are 5 hours early. India's 5.5 hours later. Not 5, but 5.5.
Okay.
All right. So that's a half-hour offset. Are there any places that have a 45-minute offset? It could also be a 15-minute offset, depending on how you look at it. It could be 5 hours and 45 minutes. We know there's a place with a half-hour offset, India, and there are other places. India is the largest landmass to have a half-hour offset. So is the answer 7A? No, all offsets are either hourly or half-hourly. Or is it B? Yes, there are places with a 45-minute offset. Or is it C? Cal is routinely 45 minutes late, which is called Cal's offset. There could be more than one right in this one.
I'm trying so hard to be nice and cordial. Okay.
Am I the only one?
Mary Lou says 7A and C.
Am I the only one who is 45 minutes late, or are there others? That's the question.
I think
Because I would like world history to line up behind my time history. Any guesses?
Well, a lot of people are saying A and C.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're right on C. C is a good guess. And so everyone is saying no. All offsets are either hourly or half-hourly. Newfoundland has a half-hour offset. Oh, there you go. Another place.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. I learned something now on the show. Thank you for that. Even though I've done all that research. Maria, just like that, off the top of her head.
Yeah. Joel says B.
I feel stupid now.
Kristen's saying A.
Of course, I thought poop was the largest one.
We're going back to the
No,
poop
I
thing.
won't. I won't go back.
Okay.
You ready to weigh in? Lots of people have weighed in. It's taken them less time than you.
Because I don't have any idea.
Well, here we go. For you listeners, the answer is yes. There are places with a 45-minute.
Wow.
In fact, there are 2 of them. One of them is New Zealand's Chatham Islands, and the other one is Nepal.
How in the world did they arrive at 45 minutes?
Haven't a
Did you
clue.
research that?
Nope, haven't a clue.
In your
Would you like me to make it up?
mouth? No.
But I do want to tell you this. I've done that 23andMe test.
Mm-hmm.
You know the one?
Yeah.
And I have relatives in Nepal
Really?
and in the New Zealand islands of Chatham.
So that explains the 45 minutes.
It's in my DNA. I can't help it. Here we go. All right, approximately how many seconds are there in a year?
You are so tempting me to say something, and I'm just trying to be lovely.
Thank you for being nice.
Thank you.
It's
You're
a
welcome.
kind show.
It is.
Approximately how many seconds are there in a year?
Oh.
Are there approximately 3,155,760? Or are there approximately 31,557,600? Or are there 315,557,600? 576,000 approximately. Or how many seconds? No thanks. I'm still working on firsts.
Okay, that's joke number 2 for you, and I think nothing.
I'm loving these quizzes because I can get extra dad jokes in.
You are done with jokes for tonight.
Come on, that was a good one. No thanks. I'm still working on my first.
Let's see.
What do you think? 3 million, 31 million and a half, or 315 million? Which do you think?
Well, it's more than 3 million.
Well, think about this. What if you started counting, like right now? Go ahead, start to count. Would you count to 3 million by the end of the year? Or would you count to 31 million? Or would you count to 315 million? It's one of those.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you have to do it every second.
1,000,
2,
2,000,
3, 4.
You just keep counting.
5,
We're going to go ahead with the show.
6, 7,
I think it's 8. It's got to be a big one. So let's say 8C. I'm going with Mary Lou's 8C answer.
Now this
John says C.
This is to teach you the size of numbers. Okay, this is to help you figure out like what numbers really mean. Because
it's not that big.
Because the answer is 3 million.
No, that's wrong.
There are only 3,155,000 seconds in a year.
In a year? Yeah. No. Let's say in an hour there's
you can figure it out on your own time. We're not going to figure it out right now. But I promise you, that's an untrue false fact that I've just given you.
It's an untrue false fact?
That's correct.
What is it then?
No, it's an untrue false fact.
Oh, I see. It's a double negative.
Yeah.
So it's a positive.
Yeah. So that's true.
This is a hard game tonight. I think the next game we play has to be easy.
Yeah, we'll play an easy one next time.
Okay. Hey, are you sure? I'm going to... Okay, after
look it
the
up.
show... I know we're not supposed to get out our calculator, but I'm going to do that after the show.
But you can do it after the show. And then you can post. You can say Cal was wrong and Cal was right. But if I am right, okay, just think about it this way. If there really are 3 million, 3 million is an enormous number. And we just like throw around like, you know, how much does this guy have? Oh, he's got 3 billion.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 times that.
It's a lot. I'm going to give it to you. It's a lot.
So 3 million, I'm just trying to show you that 3 million is a pretty big number.
Okay. That's impressive.
In fact, you can't count to 3 billion.
What do you mean you can't count
lifetime.
to 3 billion?
You die first.
You die before you count to 3 billion?
Yep.
Oh,
okay.
Well, then I'm not even going to try.
Here you go. That's why it's so hard to count something.
Okay.
All right. Matins, lauds, prime, tierce, and nuns are all parts of what type of time measurement?
But wait a minute. Maria went back and said, Google says 31,536,000. So maybe you're true, false, what?
All right, let me do my...
Okay, we're going to look it up, Maria. Thank you so much, because 3 million does not sound like enough.
There are 31 million.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
thank
Maria,
you,
for the
thank
correction.
you.
Everyone who's watching the show, now all of our facts are suspect. That's the first... Wait. I promise you, that's the first fact we've ever
Look what
missed.
Al did. He not only did he... he did a real calculation for us. So... We caught him.
Thank you all. 31 million.
31 okay.
Still, 31 million is a number that we would just throw around. That was the point I wanted to make. That we would just throw around 31 million and say, yeah, 31 million. That's just change. I mean, Pittsburgh is $31 million in debt. Pah.
Nothing.
I'll try to count.
Mary Lou says she got what Al got. Did you really do that, Mary Lou?
Thanks, Mary. All right, on to the next question.
I'm sorry for digressing.
Thank you, though, for correcting me, because I did start to doubt it when I started thinking about it myself. But I didn't want to take the time to figure it out. Thank you all for figuring it out, though, on us. So I'm wrong. Now all my facts are going to be suspect, but I promise you that is the first. I'm very careful about that. And I do have it in my notes. I just wrote it on the answer wrong.
Okay. Well, you're forgiven.
I went back. Here, I'll show you right
We
here.
all make mistakes.
See that right there on the very bottom there?
There are 31
right? 31 million.
Yes, you sure did.
So I just didn't transfer it to the slide right. I'm sorry about that, but it was a mistake. All right. Here we go.
Right.
Next one. No mistake on this one, though.
All right.
Here's some types of time measurement. Matins, lauds, prime, tierce, and nuns are all parts of what type of time measurement? 9a, monastic liturgical hours. Or are they B, particle physics measurements? Or are they C, Formula One racing measurements? Or are they 8D? Those are the last names of the other members of the Steve Miller Band.
I think it's 8D.
Steve Miller Band, of course, wrote, "Time keeps on slipping into the future." Now we've just lost our monetization on the show. By the way, we don't monetize. So.
We're not going to lose much. Okay, so we have an A and we have a B.
An A? Who said A? Mary Lou?
Mary Lou.
Wow.
What's so funny about that?
Well, Mary Lou, first of all, Mary Lou has a Catholic background. I want to tell you.
Oh? Well, I don't know because...
I don't think she lived in a monastery, though, as far as I know.
Matin means morning in French.
Oh. How about lauds and prime and tierce?
So, yeah, I think it's particle physics.
Good deductions. Any other guesses out there?
Just those two.
All right, well,
Wait a minute. Kathy says, Maria says liturgical hours. And it just hasn't popped up on my thing yet. And Kathy says B. Those are hard. I should have just watched.
Well, the answer is A. Liturgical
There you
hours.
go.
Those are hours for prayer. The saints wanted to surround the day with hours of prayer. And so those are some of them. And there's also Vespers, which I thought if I said Vespers, that would give it away.
That would have given it away.
Compline and Sext.
There you go.
Those are different hours of prayer. Some of them are like 2 o'clock in the morning.
It makes
Same
sense.
time you change your clocks.
I knew that was morning.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
So those are our 9 questions. Thanks for playing along. Hopefully you learned something in the time trivia. Time and date
in
trivia.
the time that we had to spend on time trivia.
Sort of fun.
Yeah, it was. I feel like we all learned something.
So was Maria saying that she prays in those hours?
She has a Catholic background.
Oh.
My things just don't come up with the conversation,
Yeah.
but yeah. I believe that's, if I had my calculator going right, that's what it was. And
so our Catholic viewers, down with it. Should have listened to them.
Yep. Well,
all right.
I was guessing before I saw their answers. So I should have.
That was an interesting guess, though. French and particle physics.
Yeah, well, that's where it's going.
Right. Who's the most famous French particle physicist? That's for another show.
I was going to tell you, but I'm not now. Because now you made me mad. I'm going to pout.
Oh, my. Speaking of Catholicism, we do a show every Monday, which is spiritual.
What a segue that one was.
And we want people from various backgrounds to come and talk about spirituality and their view of spirituality. And it's really a goal of opening up the conversation. So you could join the Monday show, which is just a 10-minute show. It's on. You can search for it right here on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching, and you can see it. It has a brick background. These videos have blue backgrounds, and those have brick backgrounds. So you can differentiate them easily. Anyway, just wanted to throw a pitch in.
I'm glad you did.
I asked Maria to throw in that fact so that I could get my commercial in.
Oh, well, it worked.
Speaking of that, we have some merch that you can buy for the show. No, we don't.
We got merch?
No, but you're supposed to, right?
Yeah.
Merch. That's like, I don't know.
Oh, that really...
When did the word merch show up?
Because it's too hard to say undice. Like, you know.
Right,
just
that's a tough merchandise.
Merchandise, yeah.
But merchandise doesn't sound cool. Merchandise sounds like you're trying to hawk something.
Right, so
merch.
You just have some merch.
Yeah, hey, get some merch, man. That sounds like a drug, like something you go to the corner and buy. All right.
Okay.
Not that I would. Or you would. Or anyone would. Oh, gosh. Poop. That'll get everybody's mind off.
When all else fails, just say poop. Okay, we got it.
All right, sorry about that. Let's go to our saying of the day. Do you think we can?
I wish we would.
Get us out of the gutter and into something a little more wholesome. Here we go.
I just thought, since we were talking about time this week, I wanted to find a quote that I had done that related to time, and so this is the one I came up with.
Oops. Wrong button.
How did you do that?
Here we go.
Okay. And suddenly, you just know it's time to start something new and trust the magic of beginnings. So yeah, sometimes you just know in your heart it's time to just let it go and start fresh. And so I love that quote. I think I did that. I think I posted that around the first of the year, so that's we would good. Think about new beginnings.
Yeah, that's good. Beginnings. We talked about beginnings on the spiritual show too.
That was my little assistance for your segue.
Is that where I was supposed to do the segue?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize.
That's all right.
I didn't know that we had scripted it.
I was trying to, well, you know, I know you pretty well. I knew when I said it.
Megan Ritchie. Nice,
Hi, Megan.
So
nice to see you.
All right. Well, how about the joke of the day?
Oh, we've had jokes of the week already.
No. These are the real official. This is the real official one, not by me. It's from someone else.
Oh.
My jokes aren't good, but the people who do them on the show.
Oh, this one's going to be really good then.
Here's the cool thing about this one. This is Tom Booth. This joke actually has 3 slides. So it's got a bada bing, and then it's got a bada boom. Oh, wait till you hear. It's great to set up a joke that way. It always makes it better.
I'm very afraid.
All right, yesterday. Speaking of time.
Okay, that's good.
Tom says, yesterday, 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's sort of funny.
Terrible.
8 o'clock.
Oh.
Huh, I didn't even realize that was funny. Anyway, yesterday, 8 o'clock, it was very time-consuming. It would be. Think about eating a clock. You take, what would you eat the face of the clock or start with the little metal things on the back? I mean, that'd take a lot of time. Ouch. Hurt your teeth. Probably break your teeth.
Probably.
But wait, there's more. It was very time consuming.
Okay.
Especially when I went back for seconds. Ah! Bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
It's so sad that you think that. I mean, he really does think that's funny.
Oh, it is. That's hilarious. Thank you, Tom. Tom, you are a funny guy.
Really kind of sums up our sentiments.
How's that? Oh, boo. Well, she was just booing that. She was just booing the 8 o'clock.
I see. The 8 o'clock. Yeah. So you really had 3 jokes in one.
Yeah.
So it was time consuming and
we give you your monies. Every dollar you spend on this show, you get it back in fortune.
That's right.
Another way of saying that is you get what you pay for.
Oh, okay.
Hey, guess what? It's time to end the show on YouTube. The show will continue on Facebook. We'll do the after show. But the real show is over now. Our trivia game is done, and we've given you our...
So sad to leave you now.
Our best show. You think that's a bad time? Well, just scroll back a few minutes, and you can see the saying of the week, which was pretty good. We do put some other comments, some other videos for you to watch over there and down below that you can see, and they're recommended specifically for you. On YouTube.
Yes.
How about that? And so take a quick. There's jokes still showing up. I'm trying to close the show.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, I'm not supposed to say that it's over there until we're 15 seconds from the end, and then you throw a joke in, and now I'm not 15 seconds from the end. So it's not over there yet. I haven't put it over there yet. It's going to be over there now. It's showing up over there. In these last 15 seconds. Thanks for stopping by. We always like to say, I'm uniquely the same. You're uniquely the same. Together, we could change the world. We'll see you next week.
Bye now.